you heard the news? Well, worry no more. Conscience photo and video production has been provided.
Indeed, it's 10:07 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 2:07 p.m. in Liberia, Monrovia, where we are currently coming to you from. Wherever you are this hour, we want to welcome you to a brand new edition of Issues of Today, live from our main studio here in Monrovia. My name is Mark. Wherever you are listening to us, we want to welcome you to this brand new edition of Issues of Today, wherever you are watching. This program hasn't been on for some time, but howbeit, we are very much appreciative to the Almighty God that we are on back with Issues of Today. Like we regularly posted, we're going to be talking about so many other issues today on Issues of Today, Liberia Public Radio Television. My name is Mark. We're going to take a brief out and be right back.
Protect yourself, protect your family, protect your country. It's real, it's real. Coronavirus is real. Oh, it's real, it's real. Coronavirus is real. My people, it's real, it's real. Coronavirus is real. Watch your brain, it's real. Coronavirus is real. Protect yourself. It's real. All things are blessed. Brothers and sisters, tell the world. Let every nation worship. In Jesus' name, in Jesus' name, we bound you. Destroy.
Welcome back to Liberia Public Radio Television, LPR-TV. My name is Mark. Wherever you are watching us this hour, we want to say thank you. Thanks ever so much for joining us on LPR-TV, live from our main studio in Monrovia. Wherever you are, we want to welcome you to this presentation. You know, this show hasn't been on for some time, but we praise the Almighty God that we are back, and we're hoping that we're going to continue as we have returned with this show. We're going to continue. So wherever you are watching us, we want to say thank you. Thanks ever so much for joining Liberia Public Radio, where this hour our attention has been drawn to the government of Liberia sponsor audit. The government has embarked on an autopsy process. Sorry, did I say audit? It's not audit. Autopsy on 4 Liberian auditors. That process began yesterday, but according to our reporter who was on the scene, family members of the 2 of the deceased boycotted the process. Mr. Sylvester Lama, who is the wife of the slain Liberian financial person, Gifty Lama, said that the family of Gifty and Abbott, they opted for an independent autopsy or pathologist, but the government of Liberia said that it would not underwrite the cost of any independent pathologist because they already have their own pathology. But Howbeit, Mr. Lama has said that the government the government itself have been saying that the auditor, the pathology they have is very credible. So as such, the reports serious confidence in him that whatever the two pathologists going to do, Doctor, let me just see what I can just go to them quickly to just talk about them. The two pathologists that the government of Liberia has hired to carry on quote unquote free pro bono audit or but autopsy. Sorry, I keep saying audit. I don't know what where did I come up with audit this hour. I'm keep talking about audits, but we are discussing about auditors who were recently killed by recent allegedly murder that they by some new people. Again, government has said that they are possible to ensure these the killers or that the alleged killers or killer of the two of the two of the four financial officials are brought to justice. Howbeit, the government has said that those pathologists that they hire, they are very much credible. The pathologist yesterday, Dr. Benedict Coley and Dr. Zubon Pale, they both have assured the government of Liberia that they're going to be very much independent in their autopsies. So as such, there should be no level of worry on the part of Liberians. They're going to do everything possible in their quest to ensure that their reports are very much credible and are up to standard. So as such, there should be no worry. But again, uh, family members of the deceiver said that they don't trust Liberian pathologists because mind you, Dr. Koli and Dr. Zopong Pade, they both work for the government of Liberia, the Ministry of Health and the John F. Kennedy Memorial Hospital, respectively. They both work for those two institutions. So, as such, probably they might not just give any credible report according to the government. According to the family members. So, as such, they want some level of independence in the pathologists. But again, government has said that they won't want to write any other of pathologists. So Sylvester Lama yesterday appeared on the 50-50 show. According to him, the government is started by intimidating them about by saying that they won't hire they won't be able to underwrite the cost of any other pathology except for the two pathologists they have already hired. So as such, they will not underwrite any other pathology for the matter of fact. So they are hoping that the government will bring up credible information. Yesterday, according to our contributor and reporter Garment Lomo, who attended the ceremony, the autopsy ceremony at the St. Moses funeral parlor, said that family members of yesterday they started with the process with the late Abba Peters and that of uh, Gifted Lama. They both were found there in an unknown vehicle on October 2, 2020, around the Secret Heart Cathedral on Broad Street. So, uh, since then, the circumstances relating to their death have been so much suspicious. So, government went on to say that they will conduct an autopsy. Again, the government, uh, there were some reports that a huge person was seen laying the bodies of the two in their vehicle. In the vehicle, one of the vehicles uh, belonging to the late Abba Peters. So again, government was requesting uh, the UBA, that's the United Bank for Africa Management, to turn in their CC camera so that they can verify the information or coming from the public, coming from some individuals saying that the people, the two were murdered. You know, when there's new book out on Friday of October 2, uh, it was so much spectacular. It was There were huge number of people that went on the scene. Police took a blame for not securing the crime scene and so forth. And then later on, the investigation went on and on. And later on, after a few days, Mr. Fudubu, who works with the Liberia Revenue Authority, mysteriously was involved into an accident along the SKD Boulevard, and then his car, the vehicle that he was flying, landed into one of the the houses of Mr. Roland Duo along the boulevard, along the 72nd Boulevard. That's instantly killing him. So again, the government initially government said that as for him, it was an accident. But again, generally, they thought that they could just do some level of general autopsies on the full bodies. For his part, uh, the head of the Liberia's Internal Audit Agency, Mr. Emmanuel Batin Yensua, on Saturday, 2 Saturdays ago, found dead, allegedly from after he fell from the floor of from the back of his house on the SKD Boulevard. So again, this added the number of financial officials to four, and then the government decided to say that they're going to do some level of audit. I mean, I mean autopsy. Sorry, I'm keep saying audit, not audit, but autopsy to ensure that uh, the killers, or because it was so much suspicious. I don't want to go to the suspicion of the suspicious part of it, but I just want to say that government agreed to carry on autopsies on the four corpses of the financial authorities who were somehow mysteriously found dead. So as for Mr. Nyenswa, according to report, he fell from the back porch of the yard along the 72nd Boulevard. Again, not too far from the Rolling Duo estate along the 72nd Boulevard. So again, bringing the number to four, the number of financial people who was who were mysteriously killed or were found dead in Liberia. It was these or killings of, let's say, deaths took place in a period of 8 days. So this is what made it very much suspicious. Liberia Public Radio, you watching Issues of Today live from our main studio in Monrovia. Wherever you are, wherever you are, whatever you are doing this, I would want to say welcome. And it's 10:19 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 2:19 p.m. from our main studio in Monrovia. We want to say welcome. We are hoping to go to Senegal shortly to talk to our reporter there. Our national correspondent in Senegal is Daniel Gatter. Daniel is standing by to just give us the latest from that part of the country before we get to our next talking point. Our next talking point has to do with popular talk show host Mr. Tima Jalate has complained to the president of Liberia that his life has been threatened by some unknown men. According to him, he's been tailed by some unknown men. Usually, vehicles, wherever movement he makes, he sees some strange vehicle around him. Usually, so he complained to the president of Liberia to ensure that this level of security threat cannot continue. Again, the president has sent out a warning that to all journalists, including me, uh, we should be very careful as to what we political gatherings that we do attend and so forth. Liberia Public Radio issues of today. Liberia Public Radio, we're hoping to link up with our man Daniel Gatte there in Senecole. As soon as Daniel is set, we're going to bring you Daniel as well. So these are the two talking points this hour on Liberia Public Radio issues of today. This show is a show that we talk about the latest happenings in our country. We talk about the latest happenings in our country. So far today, we are hoping that the two financial people whose autopsies were conducted yesterday, the report's going to come up. But again, according to information, it's going to take few hours, several hours before we can get full reports from there coming. So we're hoping that the two will also the autopsies will be conducted on the two as well. But in the meantime, let's go to Senecole to talk to our man Daniel. Daniel is somewhere in Senecole. Daniel, if you are set, just give us signal. Daniel, are you set? Okay, let me see.
Yes,
Daniel, are you set?
I'm listening to you. I'm here.
Okay,
Yes,
Daniel,
I'm
good
Sam. I'm
afternoon.
listening to
How
you.
is Senecole this hour?
One way, thank God, Sanico is relatively kind. We are experiencing a blazing sun, even though almost every evening it has been like a tradition now that we can experience some downpour of rain. But by this hour, Sanico is
Go
relatively
ahead,
kind.
Daniel. So how is the weather there this hour?
Yes, we are experiencing sunshine. That's what I'm saying. We are experiencing sunshine by this time.
Okay. Daniel, just bring us up to speed about the political climate in Senegal. I know you are currently in the studio from Radio Nima studio, but tell us the political atmosphere in Nimba. What's happening?
Well, thank you so much, Mark. To start with the latest one, just of yesterday, we experienced, some endorsements, people pledging their support around, more especially in Gompa, former District Number 7 lawmaker Wadi Sewaduna. As you may be aware,
Mm,
or those listening who have been following the political activities in Liberia, Wadi Sewaduna firstly served as a District Number 3 representative in the 52nd National Legislature. And again, he was elected after NEMA was restructured. He was elected as District Number 7 representative, and he served twice, meaning he served 6 years, that's 12 years under the early regime. And he was one of the executives of the former Governing Unity Party. And yesterday, he endorsed the senatorial bid of District Number 1 Representative Jeremiah Kpankun. It was not only Wadi alone, but again, former defeated candidate of District Number 3 in the 2017 general and presidential election in person of Edmond
mm,
Seegba, along with one Edwin Dopo. They have also pledged their unfinished support to the senatorial bid for Representative Jeremiah Kun. So these are people, who have been the latest to join the rank of District Number 1 Representative Jeremiah Kun senatorial bid of last week again in District Number 3, we saw that almost three defeated representative candidates also pledged their support to Representative Jeremiah Kun again. And they were Anthony Kurumpa, the son of former General Thomas Kurumpa. Also have Nicky Gay, who finished second in District Number 3. And we have one Joseph Kine, he was an instructor, in fact, he's an instructor of Khan High School, a government school in Kample. He also contested and lost to Joseph Yansuwabe, the current District Number 3 representative for the County. These three guys pledged their unfinished support. And one person who spoke for the three former defeated lawmakers was Anthony Kurumpa. And he said the reason for them pledging their support was that based on the manifesto and the developmental agenda of Representative Jeremiah Kun, they have decided to pledge their support to the lawmaker to ensure that he can be elected to be senator for Nima County. And for he Kurumpa, he said
Yeah, I'm getting Daniel. Go ahead.
he did not just occupation with his people. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. As I said for him, he said he did not just pledge his support, but rather he did a consultation with his people, and he came to know that Jeremiah Kun had a development plan for Nimba and for Hiku. He was also anticipating that if he was to win the
So, so, so,
2017
so,
general and
so
president.
what difference are they seeing in Representative Jeremiah Kuhn, who is already a lawmaker? Besides saying that yes, they believe that he can do XYZ. I mean, what actually are they telling the Mayans that Jeremiah Kuhn indeed is the best?
What the message that most of them are preaching is about Nimba development because of when you look at Jerry, most of his messages he has been preaching around to the people is that he wants to unite Nimba, and he's also looking at the issue of Nimba development. He wants to develop the area. They
So
have been
we
saying,
seems to be
some of them said
okay.
that most of the former, defeated representative candidates say that the manifesto that Jerry has now, yeah, also coincide with their platform at the time. So they have decided to align with him and support him to ensure that Nimba can be developed.
Mm. So besides Jeremiah, uh, what's about the we seem to be losing Daniel there, but you are watching TV live from Monrovia. My name is Mark. The network seems not to be favored from Daniel's end. Back to
We
Daniel.
have
Okay.
Madam Edith Konglo Way,
Yes.
former superintendent of Nimba, yeah,
Yeah.
former
So
superintendent of Nimba.
Daniel, we were losing you. So can you just go back? You were talking about the candidates have been supporting Jeremiah, saying he's the best. Just tell us tell us that. Just come back again.
Okay, Mark, just in summary, like I was saying,
Yeah.
I said
Yeah.
most of the representative or defeated representative candidate who are not pledging their support to Jerry, most of them when you listen to them, what they will always tell you is that they applied or their former manifesto, what they have on their platform at the time when they were contesting coincide with
Mm.
what Jerry is now bringing to the people of Nima in
Okay.
terms of
Okay. So
development,
Je- Je-
or
Jeremiah.
uniting the people of Nima.
Okay. Jeremiah platform coincides with exactly what when they were contesting, it coincides with their manifesto. Is that what they are saying?
Good, very good. That's what they are saying. That's what most of them are saying.
Okay, Daniel, tell about other candidates besides Jeremiah Kuhn. I understand that. Okay, before we just go to talk about the Guinean election in Liberian own level of anxiety and participation. Liberia and Guinea, we are intertwined. So before you just talk about the Guinean election and the feeling of Liberians along the borderline, tell us about other candidates. What been happening as it relates to other candidates in Nimba, besides Jeremiah Kuhn, who has been like the liner right now. Daniel, are you there? Hello, Daniel. Hello, Daniel, are you there? Well, Daniel seems not to be hearing me. Daniel, are you getting me? Wow, I'm not hearing from Daniel. But Daniel, if you are getting me, Daniel, hello, you hearing me?
Mark,
Wow, we lost Daniel, but again, you're watching LPR TV live from Monrovia. This is issues of today. We're discussing some issues of national concern on Liberia Public Radio TV. Wherever you are watching us, we want to welcome you to this program. In case you just come in our way, we're going to take a brief out, and when we come back, we talk about some of the training issues that as we continue to talk about it here. Liberia Public Radio live from Monrovia, Liberia. Okay, it seems that Daniel is back now. Let's go back to Daniel. Daniel, you were coming a bit broken before we just lost you. Tell us about other candidates besides Jeremiah Kuhn.
okay, thank you, Mark. I guess that we are a bit clearer than before this time around. For other candidates, like former Nimakante superintendent, um, David Cooper, for him, he has been touring, the country, and much have not really been heard about him in the media. But recently,
David
he
Dokupo.
booked. Yes, yes. Recently, he broke silence about an issue in Gompa where a motorcyclist was allegedly killed by a police officer, one Sensico and two others. And we reported that story also in our paper, the Public Radio. I think the story is there. He said that he will provide legal support to the family. The case was brought forward in Sani after almost 2 terms of court. There was nothing here about it. The Sacolis decided to mount pressure on the court, and the court placed that case on the docket. And the first time the case was heard, but again, the lawyers representing Sensico asked for transfer of the case on ground that they feel that for Nimba, if the case is there, they will not feel secure, the security of their clients and so forth. And the judge at the time granted the permission. So the case was transferred from Nimba to Grand Bassa County. And so David Cooper, who is the former superintendent of Lima County, and also one of the contestants in the upcoming December 8th senatorial election, he said that he will help the Slave family to provide legal consultant or or legal counselor to them, that they will ensure that they go into the case and justice will prevail. So this is why he said recently, and some citizens of Lima, they have started to appreciate him, saying that these are people they need in the community, and the issue of justice has to prevail where people will not go with impunity. So this is what really took place over the weekend or in Lima when it comes to the issue of David Cooper. But for Madam Edith Gonglo Way, she passed recently, and she has been testing bases in district number 2, district number 3, cautioning the people, that at this time they have to give voice to women, where women participation at the House of Parliament, will be something that NEMA can start that process. And she also said that for now, if you check in the House of Parliament, I think Liberia just have a lone female. So she want to be the next female to add on to Madam Yomlin Kaka Lawrence, where they will be pushing the issue of women participation, women development, or women empowerment, and all these stuff. She has been discussing it with the people of Nimba, and she has been pleading, more especially with the women community, that if they can give her the chance for her to go, Nimba will properly be represented. And she has been also like giving emphasis on her past work when she was also superintendent for Nimba County. So these are some of the things that Madam Edith Gonglo White has also been discussing. And for about for Setayo A. Dolo, the former junior senator for Nimba County, he has been boasting that it was through his influence that Nima was able to benefit the community college, the Jackson, Piado Regional Referral Hospital in Tapeta. He made mention of the 22 pieces of yellow machines that were that these are things that when he was, at the time at the national legislature as junior senator, and his proximity to the president, Madam Ellen Johnson said at the time, these are things that Nima benefited. He also made mention of the Ganta Yekepa road. He said this road is not just, a current thing, but rather it started during their regime. These are things that they discussed, the government agreed upon it, and now even though it delayed, but the implementation is ongoing. So if he goes back, the people of Nima will benefit a lot of things, where he mentioned about integrity issue, that his records are very clean. The people of Nima, can check his track record at the time when he was at the House of Parliament. And for the former district number 4 lawmaker Garrison Yolu, who is case either equal with now current district number 4 representative Gobu Kagon, he also said that if we check in his district, he has a little over 22 projects that he touched, like the construction of town hall, market building, clinics, giving contributions. So if he's given the opportunity, he will do more. He has also like been moving around with this slogan, rescue Nimba, and he said there are some corrupt elements who are leading Nimba. So it is time now that
So,
they can
so
rescue Nimba. Yeah, yeah,
okay. So
yeah,
it's quite interesting.
yeah.
So
So he said it is.
rescue
Yeah,
Nimba.
it is that.
Is it that corruption is very pandemic in Nimba? Is it why he's saying that? When it comes to corruption,
Definitely, he has been
is it
pushing.
vividly seen in Nimba?
Well, the issue of corruption, we cannot relatively see it. But again, for Garrison, he outlined some of the things that he said Nima should have been benefiting from, but Nima is not benefiting. At the time when he was a member, just on the budget committee, he outlined series of things, clinics, hospitals, and even some private schools or government institutions, that were benefiting at the time when he was just a member on the budget committee. But he said since he's not a member of the committee now, and he's no longer at the House of Parliament. Nima is not benefiting from these things. He said, he pinpointed as district number 1 lawmaker Jeremiah Kun, who is the co-chairman on the budget. He said there are a lot of things, there are a lot of things that Jerry, has not diverted to his personal clinic or hospital. That's the Esther and Jolly Hospital in Ganta. So he said it is now time that Nima can remove these corrupt elements, and he, can go there to represent Nima. And he said at
As
the
the
time when he
rescue
was
of
there, they yeah, as a rescue of Nima. At the time, he said when he was there, the Jackson Fiado, budget was up, but this time, if you check it, if you go on, on the website, the budget of the Jackson Fiado Regional Referral Hospital, that the GFG, it has come down as compared to what was there, doing or either 2016 or 2017. And he also mentioned about some clinics, even in district number 4, like the Vanille Clinic, and some, even the George Way Harley Hospital in Stanley Cody, he mentioned about it. He said all these, government facilities are supposed to be benefiting from the national budget or the national cake. They are not really benefiting because the district number 1 lawmaker Jerry, who is the co-chairman on the budget, he's taking all these things and placing them to his personal hospital, and the people of Nimba, they
but
have been denied a series of benefits. So it is not
Daniel,
time that they can give you the opportunity.
hello, Daniel. I thought this hospital
Yes,
was
I'm on the line.
actually. Hello, Daniel.
I'm getting
I'm
you back.
asking. I thought this hospital was actually for the government of Liberia. I thought the government of Liberia. Has it
Well,
been given to the government of Liberia completely? I'm talking about the E and
well,
J
Mark,
hospital.
in time past, the
It was in Tampas.
yes, that's what I'm coming to. In time past, the ENJ has been solely operated by the lawmaker, even though he has some. I mean, yes, yes, yes. From the time the hospital was open to the public up to to 2019. In fact, the latest the early part of 2020, it was solely operated by him. He has his administrator. It was just of recent, I think, either a month ago, that he made the or the disclosure to the people of Nimba that all documentary work has been put in place, and it was turned over to the government of Liberia for the next 10 years. That's why
Okay.
the hospital was not turned over to the government of Liberia. Is now a government facility for the next 10 years, and the government will be responsible for the running of that ENG hospital. That's why he said. But in time past, unlike the 2014, 2015, 16, it was solely his personal, hospital that was operating.
Wow, that's quite interesting. So, but Daniel, before we take leave for you, let's talk about the Guinean election. I know they are we from Zimbabweans that do have some level of connection to neighboring Guinea. Like Guinea is very much closer to Liberia's heart. And what have been some reaction? What have you been hearing along the borderline as it relates to the Guinean election? Daniel, are you there? Well, I'm saying not to be getting Daniel, but Daniel, are you hearing me? Hello, Daniel. Okay, it seems that Daniel network is not favorable. The network in sending this hour not just favorable. Hello, Daniel, are you there?
Wow.
Hello, are you there, Daniel? Okay, we seems not to be hearing Daniel, but you are watching Issues of Today. We bring you some of the latest information about happenings in Liberia and the US. My name is Mark Dan. In case you just come in our way, you're watching Issues of Today. We were talking to our correspondent, our national correspondent based in Senegal, Daniel Gatel, who has been updating us about issues in Nimba. Daniel is back. Daniel, are you there? Hello, Daniel.
Mark, are
Daniel,
you
we
are you
have
are
to
you getting
take.
me now?
Yes, I'm getting it now. Your mic was not on actually. So I was asking about the Guinean election. We from Liberia, especially people from around the Guinean Liberian
Mark?
border area, they have some level of interest in
Yeah,
the like Guinean election. How has people been talking about it in Nimba?
well, thank you so much, Mark. Well, just yesterday we, came from a few. We did some visit around some towns along the border because Guinea and Liberia, more especially when it comes to the border system, there are people who are intertwined. You have some people who have their family across Guinea, and some of them too, they have their family, in Liberia. And Liberia and Guinea having this poor border system. Some of them they don't even have to like pass through the main entry. Some of them they have that farm road that they can just cross the St. John River and get to Guinea and do their normal activities. They come back, the following evening. So we decided, because election campaigning activities have been ongoing in Guinea and election activities as well. So we decided to visit most of the towns along the border to talk to family members there. Most of them they have really been worried, about the kind of activities that have been taking place in Guinea, more especially about the election. And some of them they have like been fasting, praying that all should go well. But some of them said that at least they are a bit happy that they are not really hearing about much violent activities in Guinea. So they are praying that the new president that will be elected can be able to help improve Guinea. And we placed a question to them, why are they so much concerned about the activities in Guinea when they are in Liberia? And some of them were very clear that most of their activities, their economic activities, is done in Guinea. They explain that to come to like either the Senegal general market sometimes it be difficult for them, but rather they'll just cross. the Ebola and go to the Guinean market and get things the Vita, bar soap and all that stuff, even slippers, and get it and come right back on their farm. But they have to take time to come to the center, to the Senegal General Market. And besides that, they also have family members there, and some of their family members have their children who are living in the universities, the Zerikule, the Conakry, the Gigedu, the Masanda, all these places they have, they are either nephew or cousins who are living there. So when things is happening in Guinea, it humbles them, it worries them a lot. So these were some of the things that they were worried about. But since indeed the election, more especially like the ballot have been casted, they are looking now up to the Guinea authority where they will come up with the winner. The winner will be pronounced and things will go back to normality. These are some of the things that residents along the border in Liberia they told us, of recent.
Daniel, though you are not in Guinea, but what have you been hearing so far between the two candidates, Professor Alpha Conde and that of Selu Dylan Diallo, who has been contesting against the same man for the third time now? What can you hear
Come
from
here.
some of our Guinean brothers along the border there?
Well, some of the Guinean brothers, who are also along the border, they have been saying that at this time around, Alpha Conde should give chance to the constituted or someone who the Guinean will speak through the ballot for him to be elected. And they said that in time past or on previous occasion they have been knowing the Guinean constitution to be the presidency or someone who is as president should go for 2 terms, but they were surprised to see that the Guinean president
The
Alpha Conde
constitution was
was
changed.
requesting for the 3rd term. Again, some of them were like talking on the basis of on the basis of sympathy that or Diallo has been trying, even though he has some marks in the country. But again, since he has been trying, the country should be given to him to see whether he can help move the country forward. So these are some of the things they have also been saying.
I've been trying to see whether I can just access some of the results, but it seems to me that it's going to take several days before we can just get result coming from the inside Guinea about this election actually. Except for the speculation that we've been hearing on Facebook as it relates to the election, there have been no unofficial result from the way things are currently, Daniel.
Um, Hello, Mark. Are you getting me?
Yes, I'm getting loud and clear. I'm asking, I said, so far with how things stand, there's been no unofficial result yet from the election in Guinea. Well, we seems not to be getting done here, but again, you watching Issues of Today live from Liberia Public Radio TV. My name is Mark. Time is fast spent. Today we are discussing issues of national concern. Pathologists, Liberian government hired pathologists have begun autopsies on the remains of four Liberian financial officials who mysteriously died in Liberia in the period of 8 days, according to information that we've been getting. Yesterday at the St. Moses funeral parlor, family members of two of the deceased boycotted the ceremony. The ceremony itself by some variety of Liberians, including civil society organization, members of the media, and members of the religious community. So the family have said that they will not accept such reports that will be coming from government hired pathologists. So they were calling for an independent pathologist. But again, government has said they will not underwrite any cause of if there be an independent pathologist that will be hired by the family. The family should by themselves honor right the cause of such expensive as it relates to having their own independent pathologists. So this is how things have been uh, as it relates to the death of the four financial officials in Liberia. You watching Issues of Today live on Liberia Public Radio. We anticipate your calls if you can. We will just put the number out there on the screen. If you can just participate, we'll definitely be accepting your call this hour. The number is out there. You can call it, but the WhatsApp number, you can call it and be a part of Issues of Today live from Monrovia. My name is Mark. Like we were saying, so today, that is early this morning, Liberian time, the uh, pathologist Dr. Cooley and Dr. Zupon Pade will be continuing will be conducting autopsies on the remains of the two remaining financial officials who were mysteriously found dead, respectively. Mr. Yensua Emmanuel was the head of the Liberia's Internal Audit Agency. Gifty Asma Lama was the acting head of the financial analyst at the Liberia Revenue Authority, also the acting head of the large tax division at LRA. Also, Mr. Fubutu, who works in the internal audit department of the LRA, also mysteriously got killed in a car crash in the period of 8 days. The four of them uh, were discovered dead somehow. So the government agreed yesterday to carry on autopsy. So the autopsy has begun, and then the family members have been saying that they won't honor such autopsy because the government added on minister of information, no minister of information, Mr. Julius Lejo Rennie has said that most of those that were involved, those people are not all or auditors. This is what he was saying. So as such, uh, though the government has been planning to, or the government at the time has been planning to honor right the cause of autopsies on the remains of the four individuals, like you can see on our screen right now. But again, they were not all auditors. But with how things are currently, when you look at their backgrounds and the departments that they all work, everything has to do with finance. So we in our general classification, we would just say financial officials because they were all in the finance, the financial services of the Liberian government. So as such, they were all financial officials. Uh, Mr. Abba Peters, Madam Gete Lama, Mr. Fubutu, Mr. Emmanuel Batin Nyenswa, is who was also the auditor, I mean the head of the Liberian Internal Audit Agency. The four of them uh, autopsies have currently been held. You're watching Liberia Public Radio Television live from Monrovia. This program is also on YouTube. You can go to www.youtube/Liberia Public Radio, Twitter at our radio 2019. At our radio 2019 is the Twitter handle for Liberia Public Radio TV. And we are also live on Facebook as well, and also on our website www.liberiapublicradio.com. You are going to get us on this show. So we're going to take a brief out. We'll come back. We will anticipate your calls on the number that is been displayed there. You can just get that number. You will definitely be talking with us. We can talk with you wherever you are, whatever you are doing this hour on Liberia Public Radio. Issues of today is what you are watching in case you just coming our way. Let's take this one uh, from Minister Igwebo Queen, Minister Wani.
Yahweh, you are too much for me. Yahweh, Yahweh, oh, Yahweh, you are too much for me. Hey, Yahweh, oh, you are too much for me. Jehovah Elohim God, you are too much for me. Jehovah Rabboni, you are too much for me. Patience are there, you are too much for me. When I was down, you lifted me up. You turn my life just to beauty, Lord. You favor me and bless me. Oh, you are too much for me. Everything about me is unique. Everywhere I go, I am favored, Lord. There's no God that I can compare to you. Oh, you are too much for me. You are too much for me. Patience are there. You are too much for me. Jehovah Rabboni. You are too much for me. Patience are there. You are more than enough. You are too much for me. 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 Let everything that has breath give the Lord praise. It doesn't matter. Oh, oh, you are too much for me. Daddy, you are too much for me, Lord. You are too much for me. Papa, you are too much in my life, Lord. My mind cannot understand your goodness. My brain cannot comprehend your wonders. My labors cannot calculate your blessings. Even my friends cannot imagine your glory. You are too much for me. Daddy, you are too much in my life, Lord. Reliable God.
Welcome back to Liberia Public Radio Television, live from our studio here in Monrovia. Wherever you are watching us, we want to welcome you back to Issues of Today on LPR-TV, where we're going to conclude our today's presentation with this issue about popular talk show host Timas Jalate, who the government of Liberia is seeking an audience with. Timas Jalate uh, has reported uh, threats, security threats on his life. According to him, he has been receiving some text messages, his family members, and some unknown people have been treading his path wherever he goes. So, as such, he's been calling for that. But let's go back to the line. Let's see what we can talk to this person here. Caller, good afternoon. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Caller, hello. Okay. Hello.
How are you?
Yes, I'm fine. What is the name and where are you joining us from? You are live from Liberia Public Radio TV. Hello. Oh, sorry. I guess you called for to participate, but unfortunately, uh, probably he did not call to participate. Howbeit, we want to welcome you to. In case you just come in our way, we want to welcome you to this edition of LPR TV Issues of Today. I'm on LPR TV. My name is Mark. So, okay, caller, I guess you are calling to participate now. I'm on air. I guess you calling to participate. Hello, hello, caller. Hello. Oh, I'm not just hearing this person. Hello, hello.
Can you hear me, brother?
Yes, I'm hearing you now. Go ahead. What is the name for the audience? Where
How are you?
I'm fine. Go right ahead. I'm hearing you. Go ahead. Well, it seems I'm not getting it, but let me just get it by and get it off and do a proper connection on this show, LPR TV. Okay, let's see what we can do. Some proper connection. If we can get, uh, so we can just get our listeners very well. Okay, you still watching, let me just read this other message, Facebook comment coming up, coming on here. It said, "This is very heartbroken. Why? I urge the families to take this to the higher court, which is the Almighty God. Engage having in fasting and prayers, or in praying it should be, my love, the bereaved families, and see how heaven will show up." Acts chapter 2, the people prayed and God released Peter. Bury your loved ones and don't fight the, the physicality. Seek on this matter and believe. See what heaven will do. That's a very, very much interesting one there. And it's coming from Esther Howard. Esther Howard, thank you for your comment this hour on LPR TV. Esther Howard, thank you ever so much. Oh, the network, yes, the network is giving some problem, but Esther is okay from our studio here. Probably if you're in, but because we are on the broadband wave, so I think it's better than other network. So let's take another caller here. Hello, caller. Hello, hello, caller. Caller, are you there? This caller from Virginia. Caller, good afternoon from your side. Oh, okay. Let's just take this break to do some adjustment here on LPR TV. Let me try again if we can take this caller. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Hello?
Yes, you are live on Liberia Public Radio TV. What is the name for the sake of the audience? Go ahead. Okay, okay. I'm going to do such. I'm going to do that adjustment.
Okay, thank you. Anyway, I'm not getting you. I'm also getting any other comment. I just go there. I believe
Yes, go ahead.
yeah, please talk to one of your seconds. I'm just listening.
Okay, okay. I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm going to do right. I'm going to do that to see. Welcome back. Okay, let's see whether it's now okay. It's now okay. I guess it is now okay. Our technicians will be monitoring. They are monitoring. We'll see whether it's now okay. Is it okay now? I think it's okay now from our end. I think it's much better now. Let's see whether we can talk to this person. Caller, hello, caller. Okay, we seems to be having some problem here, but we're hoping that it's gonna be solve as soon as possible. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, let's take this all a break again.
The price of freedom is costly. The price of freedom is painful. Join LPR-TV every Sunday live from the New England Bureau for your informative news magazine with your host Efanso Zion for issues affecting our country and our communities.
Okay, I think it's much better now. Let's see whether it is much better now. Okay, let's see whether it's much better now. You still watching LPR TV. I'm like your public radio. We're trying to get there are a lot of callers on the line, but unfortunately we've not getting.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Love is all we need to make it stay. This is the time to come together. Keep Liberia safe forever. So open up your heart and let the unity begin. Love is all we need to make it stand. Let's cultivate one another. Learn to live together as brothers and sisters. Without togetherness, we won't have a peace of mind. Unify and have a peaceful home. Sweet Liberia, land of liberty is our home. Keep it standing. This is the one and only home that we have. Sweet Liberia, this land of liberty is our home. Let us keep it standing. It's the one and only home that we have. Oh, sweet Liberia, love is all we need to make it stand. Unify and have a peaceful home. Change is all we need to make it stand. Let's unify and have a peaceful home. Sweet Liberia.
Okay, let's see now if we can just try this. If we can just try our microphone now, I think it's much better now. You're still watching Issues of Today live from Liberia Public Radio TV. And of course, we are still here. We can now take your calls. You can now begin by putting your calls. Let me again put the number out there so that you can start putting your calls on. Okay, we're going to definitely take your calls this hour on LPR TV. Okay, let's take this caller. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Yes, you live. Go ahead. I'm fine. What's your name and where are you calling us from? I'm Okay, go ahead, Samuka. Mm, mm, wow. So do you think do mm, mm, okay, so do you think that the family was right to have not allow the I mean to have not attended the mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm. Okay, thank you ever so much for your participation. You say your name again. Where are you calling from? Mm, mm. Okay, okay. Sorry for that. Caller all the way there from Netherlands. I think you still watching LPR TV on Liberia Public Radio. Okay. I think we're gonna do some quick adjustment here. We're gonna do some quick adjustments and then we'll be right back. Let's take.
you heard the news? Well, worry no more. Carson's photo and video production has been providing elegant weddings, conventions, and birthday videographic for the Liberian communities since 2006, paying attention to detail and emotion throughout the day and taking time in the editing process to create a unique video you will want to watch with family members, friends, and future generations, shooting quietly and professionally and without distracting you or your guests is vital. For more information, please contact us at 484-786-3337. That's 484-786-3337, or we can also be reached at www.CarsonPhotoVideoProduction.com. Please tell Carson Photo and Video Production that Asheville the Giant Golly sent.
LPR-TV. My name is Mark. We are still here. Okay, we still here. We're hoping to just climax it from this to this edition of the program. We're going to end it from here. We want to say thanks ever so much for watching. Time is not our friend. The next time you're going to see her will be later on this hour. We're sorry that we was having some difficulty with our system, but howbeit, we want to say thank you. We've been discussing series of national issue. Sorry that we were not able to take some of the calls properly, but again, we're hoping our technical people will ensure that everything is going to be okay. On behalf of the entire team here, my name is Mark. We want to say thank you. Thanks ever so much from Monrovia. Have a wonderful time and bye-bye. Let's end it with this one from my own darling wife, Ambassador Rachel T.S. Down.
Protect yourself, protect your family, protect your country. It's real, it's real. Coronavirus is real. Oh, it's real, it's real. Coronavirus is real. My people, it's real, it's real.